Hi everybody, it's Kathy Fray here from MotherWise, and welcome to another webinar podcast. And this little mini webinar that we're talking about today, the topic is all about how to help your cervix become really soft and ripe, ready for dilating when you go into labor. So look, these secrets have been used for thousands of years, meaning that midwives since the dawn of time have been helping women with their lotions and potions and things to help a woman's cervix dilate. The cervix is the opening of that womb. So when you are pregnant, your cervix is long and firm, and it sort of feels like the tip of your nose, and by the time that it's all soft and ripe and ready to actually dilate into during labor, it's soft and stretchy. It feels like your lips. So that process is there are some products out there that you can get. Now, I'm not here formally endorsing them because I'm not a naturopath. So what I'm doing is passing you on some hints and tips from my experience of years and years of being on the coalface in the front line and seeing how they do positively affect a woman's cervix. So you still need to do your own homework and find out your own things. Make sure that you're happy and speak with your local naturopath, medical herbalist, homeopath, acupuncturist, etc. I would hesitate to necessarily talk about naturopathy to a medical doctor unless they're actually trained in naturopathy, because otherwise you're asking them their opinion on something they don't actually have formal training on. Okay, so there's basically two areas of it. There are things that you can do that ripen a cervix, and then things that you can do when you have a ripe cervix that may trigger you to go into actual labor. So I'm going to go into these all a lot deeper, a lot of big deeper dive, where in my MotherWise Inner Circle group, my masterclass, and this is part of my Essential Basics program where people pay a weekly or monthly subscription to get access to my huge online Q&A library 24/7, plus all of my full-length webinars and podcasts, etc., and our weekly live chat where I can answer any particular questions. So that's another thing that you might want to think about doing, and I'll put the link on a comment on the bottom of this so you can check it out if you wish. Okay, so anyway, let's just run through these quickly and you can look some of these up yourself as well. So firstly, Nature's Sunshine is a brand that produces a product called 5W, which stands for 5 weeks, and you take it in the last 5 weeks of your pregnancy. It's full of herbs that have been used for a long time, over lots and lots of women, European herbs primarily, that are really wonderful to help ripen a cervix. And you take it from, it's called 5W because you take it in the last 5 weeks, and so that's from 35 weeks onwards. And so that's a neat product. And there's also the omega 6 fatty acid called evening primrose oil, and that comes in 1,000 milligram capsules, and you can take that orally and per vaginally. So those are great to be taking in over those last few weeks. I'd say really from 37 weeks onwards with that, and you can poke a little hole in them, and when you go to bed, shove one up to the very back of your vagina, which is where your cervix is, and let your cervix kind of drown in evening primrose oil overnight, because it has a natural sort of prostaglandin effect of helping to ripen the cervix, and the capsule just kind of falls out typically when you go for a wee in the morning. yeah, so those are really good things to be doing. Obviously, now sex is good to help and to ripen a cervix, and because it contains male ejaculate contains prostaglandins. And then the other things that are really good are your reflexology, homeopathy, particularly coliform and semicifica. So those, with homeopathy, they sort of tend to have shortened names, which people know about. So that's one that's spelled CAUL, and another one that's spelled CIMIC, and those can be great little tinctures to be taking as well. And again, it would be good to be speaking to your own naturopath, homeopath, acupuncturist, reflexology person. And look, the one thing I would say is do everything. You want to get obsessed with ripening your cervix, because the riper the cervix, the shorter the labor. And the shorter the labor, the quicker the birth, and then the quicker, the much lower chance that you're going to need heavy levels of pain analgesia like epidurals, which have dramatic high risk factors into the birth. So the more normal we can keep things, then the less chance your baby is going to have a traumatic or dramatic, or both, delivery by emergency cesarean or emergency ventouse or forceps, which is a common outcome of epidurals. So if we can give you a shorter labour and you don't need the epidural, all the good. Now, as I say, I'm going to go into a lot more detail about those products within the full length webinar, but at least this is a good little overview. Okay, I wish you all a great day, and we'll see you later.